There, this is my new channel. I'm going to be trying to do regular uploads on basically anything to do with well, flint and possibly other stuff you find in the fields. But for now, we're going to call it a flint channel. We're literally just going to be getting Neolithic flints. Because at the moment I have a site that I've been hunting quite a lot, which is a Neolithic site, late Neolithic. And I'm basically just going to be showing you the flint that I find, and also be going out and finding the flint on the fields. So today I am literally going to start off this channel showing you some tools. Here they are. I've got some tools I've selected. I've selected these from my collection. I've got a pretty vast collection of flints from one site. These are the flints that I'm going to be showing you today. I'll show you all individually quickly. So these are fairly common tools that you expect to see at a site. This is just a blade, so this is, I'm kind of torn between Bronze Age and late Neolithic on this one. You see the bulbar percussion, the deep hackles. Someone's been fairly rough with this one. You can see the little retouch kind of there on the side. Obviously we're not in daylight, so you're never going to be able to see the edges and stuff as clearly. We got a perforator. It's just a drill sort of tool. Perforator is what I'm going to call it. It looks to me, I don't know whether or not that's just where it looks like there was almost some kind of scraper at the top here, as well as it being a perforator. I'll get into that one a bit more. This is just your typical scraper. Yeah, it's a very typical scraper. Quite nice though. I'll talk about that later. We got just a flake here, microlith blade, very nicely worked. And the last one is, at first I thought it was a burin, a burin, so meant for carving into antlers and stuff. What it actually is a broken blade that has been rejuvenated into a engraver tool, which is interesting to say the least. You can almost see, you can see that it's with these edges, these scars, it's got the shape of a burin, of an R.A. Staker. I think it's pronounced Steker. R.A. Steker, you can search that up. And it's got some kind of like little, it's not quite a retouch. It's definitely been worked on at the top here to make this bit, this edge, quite sharp. I suppose I might as well talk about this one whilst we're at it. There is, as you can see, the remnants of the cortex at the bottom there, on the ventral side. On the distal edge, which is the top bit here, as I say, there is a bit. It's almost like a retouch, but not quite. It's almost like it's actually just been broken off at the top there. I'm try and get it to focus on it so you can see a bit better. It's a very nice piece. You can actually see how it was a blade at one point, but then I think the top bit, you see the top bit here, I think that is where the blade broke. So it would have carried on. Maybe it probably would have dipped down almost like a sickle, but then it snapped, and then been rejuvenated into, you know, looking at that now, that is pretty crazy. Workmanship on that is mad. Yeah, so it's been rejuvenated into, you know, an engraver tool. So literally this bit and the end, sharp, you can engrave. Late Neolithic, I'm guessing, you know, I think 3000 BC is still Bronze Age, so I'm guessing around 5000 BC. I think that is late Neolithic. I actually have to search this up again, I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure it's 5000 BC. So, you know, that's a fair old time ago, hey? That's enough with that one. We can get on to the next one, which is, and I apologise for my squeaky chair. So this one here, this is a beautiful piece, really. Very happy with this when I found it, obviously. You don't usually come across flakes that are this well worked, but obviously, I mean, just by the type of flint that has been used here, you can see it's late Neolithic. A lot of working has gone onto it. I mean, just by the way the bulb of percussion here at the top looks, you can see that it's been, you know, worked to hell, and all the different pinstrikes on it. These little pinstrikes, you know, you only see that on worked flint. You won't get it, you know, anywhere on any other, you know, any other flint. Only on worked flint. The butt of the striking platform. I don't know if you'll even see the butt of the striking platform there, and then on top it's just got the same, you know, pinstrikes. No retouch on the side. It looks like it was just it's just been worked to a, you know, a thin. There's no nibble marks or anything. It's just been worked to a real thin blade. And then that's just been used for cutting. And believe me, this is, you know, I have tried all my blades actually on my skin just to see how sharp they all are. This is the sharpest one, and it is just razor sharp on this one edge. Very nice. Yet again, it's, you know, I think all of these have been found within, you know, a few kilometers of each other. The actual site where I find all these, it is a vast site. It goes on for a long stretch of land. This one probably was, I think it's about 2 kilometers away from this one. Different fields, completely different fields. And I mean, look at the flint. The flint looks different. It's off of different stones. As you can see though, these were found closer to each other. This, and even the end one, they are all the same flint. I mean, these, if you look at the actual, you know, skin part, the stone, hard stone on top, the outer shell is like, you know, dead white, the exact same. Whereas on this one, it's more yellowish. So, you know, you could even argue these two could have even been from the same original, you know, core. Talk about this one. You know, you got your typical. It is your typical scraper. You know, this is a nice tool. If you think about what a scraper is meant to look like, you think of this. This is it. But it looks like underneath, if you look underneath, it hasn't been polished or anything. You know, if you look at the underneath of this piece, it's shiny as hell. This one, you won't get any shine off of it. It's quite rough. And whether or not, I think this like kind of cream colour was inside the stone. And the more this has just been worked and worked, because if you look at it, there's not a lot of patina to it. You know, it hasn't been, you know, properly used as such. I don't think. It's almost like he kept on working it and working it until kept on working it until he came across this, and this just annoyed the person napping the stone, and he just discarded it. Because you'd want a smooth surface on the bottom so that you can just, you know, just goes straight down the carcass or whatever it is, you know, scraping. You wouldn't want it rough. I don't think you would want it rough. This, to be honest, in my sight, isn't your typical flint find. You know, I don't find a lot of scrapers that look this good. This is a nice scraper. Same with, you know, something like this, just a flake blade. Microlith flake blade. I mean, this is a really nice piece. These are becoming more common on the one field. I found 3 of these. On another video, I will obviously show you them. I've got a lot of flints to go through, and I don't really want to do, you know, all the best ones at once. Save them for different videos. So we're going to go on to this piece now. Very happy with this when I found it. It was just by chance. I wasn't even flint hunting. You know, I just was walking through the field and saw it. Obviously, I picked it up. It's a perforator. It is a borer. So you probably would have had a twine wrapped around it on a stick, and it just basically goes around really quick like this. Really quick to make a hole. It's either that, and I know you shouldn't really, you know, look at a piece and say, oh, your thumb fits in there nicely, but it actually does. The thumb, I can't do it. Actually, one second, let me just try and change hands. There we go. Yeah, I'll just quickly demonstrate to you. So, you know, it fits in hand so nicely. Your thumb goes there. The back of it actually has, like, you see that, this bit here, it's almost like, you know, you put your thumb in there. Look at that. It's got a bit for your other finger to just kind of like sit in. And then it doesn't really matter where your top finger is. It can go anywhere. On here, maybe? Probably up on top here. And you can use it as just a stabber. You know? Or as a cut. You can cut something with that. I do like pieces that fit in hand really well. I mean, this one just does. And you can see how this, you know, actually is a usable tool. Very useful one. I mean, there's a lot of work on that edge there. Look at that. Damn. That edge is worked nicely. Down to the point worked really nicely. So like almost polished up top. Kept it nice and smooth up there. And just left, you know, a bit of the outer shell on top because there was no real need to get rid of it. And then, as I said, it's, you know, it's close to being a scraper on this bit. You know, you can put that down, scrape of it, works effective. Now it's stuck on the table. Damn. That's that piece though. As I say before, I mean, these are all from the same time period. There's no Mesolithic here in my collection. It's all late Neolithic. You can kind of tell just by the flint, the way it looks. And then we're going to just go on to the final piece. It's a very nice piece actually. It's got no patina to it. It's the strangest piece in my collection, I think. It's just got no patina to it. If you look, them flakes, you know, the flaking there, where it's been, you know, when the edge has been sharpened, it looks like it was done yesterday. There was no patina, as I say. Then there's some nibble marks on this side. They have a bit of patina to them. You know, they don't look like they were done yesterday. When they do. And then these hackles as well. Whoever did this was just, you know, either in a rush or didn't really have too much skill. Them hackles are just shocking. I mean, I've never seen hackles like that before. The entire blade is covered in these things. And then the bulb percussion, it's in a bit of a strange place. You know, he's put it right down the bottom here. You know, the striking platform is in a strange place. I would have expected it to have just, you know, this bit here would have just not been there. And expected it to be up this top bit here. Yeah, whatever. he just decided to go his own way on this one. The fact, I mean, I'm thinking it's Bronze Age. I found a Bronze Age axe head. Very close to this. I mean, I'll show you the Bronze Age axe head on the next video, because it's a very interesting piece. But yeah, I found this close to it, not far at all. But it's in amongst a load of Neolithic stuff, so I don't know. I think Bronze Age, just because of the fact, you know, it hasn't been done with much skill, and there's no patina at all. And when I say patina, I mean there's no wear. These strikes here, where it's been, you know, flaked off, there's no wear on them. It hasn't. It just looks like it hasn't been used. You know, if you look at a piece, if you look at this one, it's a bit of a bad example, but you look, you know, at these side bits, or if you look at the top flaking here, it just does. It just looks different. It has got wear on that. This, none at all. Just random flakes. It's very strange indeed. Yeah, well, that's about it for today. 5 of them. They look nice sat together. I have got some incredible pieces to show you. Stay tuned for that. And believe me, the pieces I've got to show you are absolutely incredible. I'll keep it a secret for now. All I'm going to say is don't expect an axe head. I have not come across a polished axe head yet. My site has got a lot of flint waste. I mean, I wouldn't call this waste. I wouldn't say that this piece here is flint waste. You know, something like this, you'd want to hold on to it. This is almost like flint waste. Not quite. This is, you know, another again, it's a knife. I mean, I think it probably would have been strapped up. I don't think it would have. It probably would have had some kind of like wooden handle to it. This, however, you know, this is waste. This flake here, I think someone would have held this for a while just because of how well it's been worked. Someone would have redone that quite a few times. This is a, you know, an engraver tool, so they would have held onto this one. But I've got some right waste. I mean, right waste. Loads of crap pieces, really. Obviously, they're all still, you know, relative, so I picked them all up. I think next video I'll do cores. I'll show you all my cores. Well, I can't show you all of them. I've got so many. I'll show you like 10 of my cores and the axe head, and then go from there. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.